Welcome to Illuminati Silver. We tell you the truth about silver. Today is Wednesday the 7th of July 2021 and we're carrying out our regular morning update on the news, financials and gold and silver prices. We're in a hurry today, so let's get to it. Well, good morning. It's 9:37 a.m. GMT +1 on Wednesday the 7th of July. And we shall go straight into the news as I have a checkup appointment in a little over 2 hours. So let's get to it. Bloomberg. European tech's eye-watering valuations raise bubble fears. UK house prices fall for the first time since January. Not good news for house buyers. Well, good news for house buyers, bad news for house sellers. Millennials, though, real estate FOMO, fear of missing out, goes haywire. And UK government to help fund offshore wind component factories. Let's take a quick look at the house buying situation. UK house prices fell for the first time in 5 months in June. An indication the property market may have lost momentum as a tax incentive was due to come to an end. The average value of a home declined by 0.5% to £260,000 or $359,000. The drop followed a 1.2% increase in May and left prices 8.8% higher than a year earlier. It's important to put such a moderate decrease in context, with average prices still more than £21,000 higher than this time last year. And this is the case. It's quite interesting because we've had the pandemic lockdown, fewer people were moving, therefore fewer houses were available generally, so those that were selling were getting premium prices. There was also a tax incentive that ended on the 30th of June that also encouraged people to actually purchase houses. And now, of course, prices appear to be marginally dropping simply because those incentives are over and more stock will now become available in the marketplace. Not too concerned about that, although we will say, our view, when the stock market crashes, the housing market will crash. Or when the housing market crashes, the stock market will crash. Certainly within a relatively short time of each other, though that may still be up to 12 months away, though we suspect it'll be sooner than that. Also, we've got Russia Cozy Bear breached GOP as ransomware attack hit. Russian government hackers breached the computer systems of the Republican National Committee last week around the time a Russia-linked criminal group unleashed a massive ransomware attack, according to 2 people familiar with the matter. And that's where we are with regards to what's going on in cyberspace. Dangerous territory. And moving over to the BBC, as far as the UK is concerned, 6-week wait for isolation rule change criticised. We've got Dutch crime reporter seriously wounded in a shooting. Heathrow to trial fast-tracking vaccinated arrivals. Soccer Euro 2020 reaction and England versus Denmark build-up. Repetition of house prices falling. But nothing really sort of striking the imagination here. In terms of America, ex-policeman wins the New York City Democratic mayoral primary. Eric Adams promises to be tough on crime, likely to become the city's second black leader. Look at that. So we've had raging fires in certain parts of the states, but Florida are on alert as Storm Elsa bears down. And just rushing through these, we didn't see anything earlier. Russia hacking claim poses challenge for Biden. The Carters celebrate 75 years of marriage. Okay, so what's happening in the financial world? Well, first and foremost, The dollar spot index, 92.5. Marginally down today by 0.03, but it did actually rise a little yesterday, which affected gold and silver prices, which we shall cover in a second. Energy prices up roughly $0.50. WTI crude 73.94, Brent 75.05. Looking at the equity markets, I'll refresh the page. Looking at the equity markets, we have Dow Jones down yesterday, 208 points. S&P down 8, but the Nasdaq was up 24. No real significant move, though we did see news headlines yesterday. I have to admit, I honestly believed the markets were crashing when I heard what the newscasters were saying. And then when I actually looked at the figures, I thought, on 34,000, even if it had gone down 1,000 points, it's still relatively small. And it's down 200. What a crash. European markets and UK all up around 0.5% or just above, while Asia Pacific markets broadly down from 0.5 to 1%. The important sort of news we have today, and I'll talk about what happened yesterday, we have the FOMC minutes. Every month, or virtually every month, it's not every single month, but virtually every month, the FOMC of the Federal Reserve declares its interest rate decision, and about 2 weeks later, then reveal their FOMC minutes. And really, as long as the minutes coincide with what was said on the day, then they attract little momentum. It's only when there are some hidden gems in the minutes analysts look for that perhaps were not mentioned when the original declaration was made. But yesterday was quite important, and this did affect markets, particularly silver, because silver fell as a result of this. We can see that the market services PMI for June was 64.6, was down from 64.8, and it was expected to rise to 65.2. But this was the big one, the ISM services index, 60.1, down from 64. Market was expecting a slight fall, but not of that significance. And that certainly did affect the markets generally at that time when that announcement was made. Tomorrow we got the jobless claims and consumer credit. So today, really, FOMC minutes, and then tomorrow, jobless claims and consumer credit will be important. So let's take a look then at what's happened to gold. Well, at the moment, it's down $1.04 on a 24-hour basis at 1,806, though it did fall to 1,790 once that news on the services index came out. And that's what really caused a bit of a panic. I did actually hear someone, I think it was on Kitco News, saying that silver, which we'll look at now, down 31 cents at 26.36, is rapidly heading for $25 and could fall even lower. It'll be interesting to see if that happens. We're not particularly bullish on silver at the moment, to be frank. $25 is within range, $1 lower than what it is. How much lower than that? 24, 23, 22, 21, 20? It's possible, although we doubt $20 is going to occur. But we'll analyse that more in our weekly roundup on the weekend. So, silver down, you can see here, yesterday it was 26.78. It was actually doing quite well. And then all the way down here, and then marginally recovering since. Bitcoin, up slightly on the last 24 hours, exceeding the 34,000 level. It's desperately trying to get to 35,000. And in fact, my live chart, this one's not live, it is showing 34 and a half. Let me go to live. Let's see if that changes. Yeah, here we go. 34,798. So Bitcoin is heading for that $35,000 level. Okay, that's it for now. That's the roundup. Nothing particularly exciting other than the FOMC minutes. We're expecting a little bit of downward pressure on gold and silver prices. So much depends on the value of the dollar. Not a huge amount happening really politically. So we're really looking for what's called exceptional reporting, where something comes out of the blue, or for those who have a sort of pessimistic view, a black swan event to occur. Crypto Plus video, first one was launched yesterday. We were going to launch it today, but it was launched yesterday. Nicky's Crypto Portfolio Live Review. It was actually down $800, although that's recovered a little this morning. And we've got one coming out in literally half an hour. What will cryptocurrencies look like in 50 years' time? Thank you so much for listening. If you haven't already done so, please do subscribe to the channel and press the bell sign so when we produce new videos you're notified. Hopefully give us a thumbs up and nip across to the Crypto Plus channel. We've put a link below and sign up to that too. We're not just going to be talking about cryptocurrencies, might focus on it for a week or so, but after that we're moving into the wider range of finance and other investment opportunities. Thank you once again. Until tomorrow. Disclaimer. Illuminati silver owners come from a background of banking, international wealth management and economics. Having now retired from these worlds, we are not qualified to give investment advice. Therefore, this and other productions must not be deemed to be giving such advice and merely represent the personal views of its owners.